All I want for Easter is big stompy mechs, big stompy mechs, big stompy mechs, and the armies of the Bloodlord. Greetings, hello, and welcome from the realms of Sigmar. It is I, using the spooky voice today, the OGGM, coming to you live at 8 o'clock in the morning on this, the 5th day of March 2024. It is bright and sunny outside, but apparently we're getting more rain, so enjoy it while it lasts. Happy Springs. It's Tuesday. It's time to head on over to Games Workshop and see what's new in the wonderful, wacky world of Warhammer. And apparently the Warhammer world is celebrating an anniversary. Now, that's not the world of Warhammer celebrating an anniversary, but Warhammer World. So Warhammer World is the shops, and specifically this shop. I'm not sure what the difference between a Warhammer World shop and a Games Workshop store is. Yeah, I haven't found anything that tell me. Maybe this is just a bigger Games Workshop. Maybe this is something out in London that they only have one of. So they're like, hey, look at this mega store. I don't know. It's a thing. But basically, it just means that this store and all the other stores are celebrating the anniversary by doing stuff, which is nice because I can think of another company that's celebrating an anniversary that isn't doing shit. So, let's see, you get some stuff, and there's some armies and some unique minis specifically to this setting. So we got some new codaxes for the orcs and some new orcs. We got this ridiculous orc. This guy has just gone full total board ridiculous conversion. He's got missile launchers on his shoulders, plus an arc reactor. And then he's got this gigantic chain gun that I guess he brings up with this hand. And on the other hand, he's got a lightning cannon. So this guy is an orc trying to be a mech. I assume he shortly died after this picture was taken. Anyways, yeah, and you got to hear the stats for the lightning cannon. Here's an alternate pate on the lightning cannon. Looks like some orcs are getting some new fun mechs, including this wonderful looking fellow over here. If you're wondering why the orc stuff looks so weird, from what I understand about Warhammer 40k orcs, is basically if they build something, no matter how ridiculous it is, it works. So like this thing here, this thing shouldn't work, right? But it does. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm not really a Warhammer guy. I just love the paintings and stuff. But I do remember being told that the orcs, space orcs, have this weird ability similar to like D&D goblins, where no matter how ridiculous it is, it works. Am I right? I think I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I assume some Warhammer person will tell me. And on the other side of the fence, we've got... for the Adaptus Custodius, we've got this dude with his space chainsaw mace pike thingy. This could pass for a D&D guy too, so yeah. And his mohawk helmet. Actually, that is incorrect. Historically, you wouldn't have it on the back. You'd have it on your helmet. I don't know what this is. It's supposed to keep the rain out, I guess, maybe. I don't know. And then he's got the stats for his new super weapon. And it looks like he comes from some friends too. And his own little book. So yeah, that's for the anniversary. And then we've got what's going on here. We got some of the Warhammer Age of Sigmar stuff coming out with another new thing. These are called the Oathboned Gunner Brand Oathbound. And these look like a bunch of dudes and dudettes, rangers, I guess, or just generally barbarians. These would be cool barbarians for D&D or anything. We got, and then this little shaman wizard here looking all spooky. I love him, her, it. And we have some close-ups, some more close-ups, a really nice close-up. Look at how the guy even put in the little detail on the cloaks. And of course, they've got their own book. And then we also have my favorite, the goblins. Actually, these are gnomes for Blood Bowl. And apparently they have a goose. Well, you just became my favorite Blood Bowl team just because you have a goose. And they also have a wolf and a badger and a fox and a crazy old lady and the goose. Yep, you win. And that's it. So yeah, these are all things that they're doing and events and figures and stuff like that. So if you have a Games Workshop anywhere you live, or a even greater chance, if you're lucky enough to be near one of these things, go check it out and see what kind of free cool stuff you can get. I'm sure they're going to be, I know they give away those coins and shirts and swag. Where Warhammer apparently loves its fans and its customers and likes to let people know that there's a celebration, unlike, say, another company that apparently doesn't like to tell you stuff. Hey, moving on. We've got some new stuff coming out for Age of Sigmar. We've got the Witch Hunter, the city-saving heroes of the Mortar Realms. Are they? Whenever you mention Witch Hunters, you're like, are they really the good guys? Are they really? So we got this wonderful looking bit of gothic art of a witch hunter here and his companion. They've got guns, because there's guns in Warhammer. And this looks to be mostly lore on the witch hammers, and not figures, but lore on the units. So if you want to get the lore for your units. Okay, we've got some Call of Duty for Warhammer 40K. I knew there was the Power Wash 40K crossover, which is just hilarious, but apparently is extremely buggy because the sizes are incorrect or something like that. But now we're doing a collab with Call of Duty, so we can have Warhammer 40K / Call of Duty crossover figs. I guess these guys show up in Call of Duty, and maybe the Call of Duty characters show up as a DLC in the latest Warhammer game. I wonder if that means TJ. Okay, more Age of Sigmar. We've got Dark Mirror of the cities of. These are called the Slaves of Darkness, Dark Koth. This is, I think, more of the guys we just saw for the anniversary picture. These barbarians. Yeah, looks like this is some sort of barbarian leader on his horse, and he's got like the heads and bodies of his slain enemies and something coming out of his back. I don't know. That doesn't look comfortable. And he's all like, let's go. And then Troll? I think it's Troll. And the Troll has a teeny little skeleton hand that's holding... No, it's not a hand. It's a necklace. Wow. This one's hard on the eyes. I like him, but wow, I don't know if it's my computer or the way the person took the picture or the paint. It actually hurts my eyes to look at this one. But it looks like that's his knee over there, so I guess it's supposed to be he's bending to like he's pounce. And then he's got this thing hanging from his neck. I thought it was like a hand, but it's a necklace. And here's the other side of him, and some detail. Yeah, just very bright, weird green. Hurts my eyes. All right. We already saw these, but here's more on them. This is the gnomes for Blood Bowl. And okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. He's got a fishing hook thing that he plays Blood Bowl with. And there's the stats on him. Oh, man, if I played Blood Bowl, I'd play those again. Warhammer Merchandise Festival. The official merchandise festival. Each year we celebrate the vast world of Warhammer miniatures at Warhammer Day and our massive library of video games with the Warhammer Skulls Festival. And of course the Warhammer licensed merchandise and the Warhammer fans. It's an official festival honoring all the merch that has been made over the years for Warhammer, including cosplay, miniature displays, books, video games. We are celebrating ourselves with a celebration about all the shit we've made and all the other stuff people have made to make money off of our shit. Thank you for doing this for us. Here's a celebration for all the crafters that have made stuff, for all the cosplayers, for all the Etsy people, who have made stuff for Warhammer. We appreciate you. We're having a celebration. You'll give us some free press and we'll give you some free swag. Everybody works together because we love our fans. Wow. Again, Jesus Christ, Warhammer Games Workshop, you are knocking it out of the park. Or just appreciation of the fans and your anniversary, unlike, again, a certain other company. And that's it. So let's see what's coming out next week. Again, where's the fantasy stuff? What happened to Warhammer the Old World? Wasn't that going to be the thing? This is going to be the World of Fantasy year. And I mean, Age of Sigmar, I guess, technically counts, but I thought we were going to see more. Speaking of Age of Sigmar, we've got a new book coming out. We've got some new dudes and dudettes for D&D or any fantasy. We got Ranger. We got Knight with guns. We got a teeny little hippogriff. We got Old Lady and her hairless cat, a very tall hairless cat, or maybe she's supposed to be a halfling or a gnome. We got a rogue, and then we got a knight or a paladin with this ridiculous thing on his back, which, yeah, would just get stuck. He'd be running down a hallway, and that would get stuck. That gets stuck on branches if he's in the woods. I mean, it looks cool, but these are ridiculous. Now, historically, there were the things on the head, but I don't know about these back banner things. I think that's just, I mean, I think the Roman legions had something similar, but gradually it got faded out because people realized that's dumb. You can't walk down a hallway. And then we've got, I don't know what this is. Ghouls, maybe? Some type of undead, dancing undead with their winged commander. So I guess this is what happens when backdrop dancers from the 1980 music videos have died and come back as backdrop dancing 1980s ghouls. That's frightening. And then we've got a vaguely Roman-looking legion here. These are called the Stormcasts. Again, I think this is Age of Sigmar. Definitely got some sort of medieval knight/Roman thing going on. And their leader apparently is this awesome paladin. I want her as a character. And then they got this guy. These guys could be good for fantasy or what anything. Another new unit for Age of Sigmar. You got just the normal dudes, you know, the normal army, no super paladin. This might be like a knight marshal or a cleric here. That's a cleric. These clerics maybe. But yeah, this feels like these are just the militia, the normal guys. There's just a guy with a club. It's like, this is like, here's the super paladins and the super undead. And yeah, here's everybody else. Because everybody else has got to be represented, you know? These are the normal first level player characters here. And then we have, these are called the Flesh Eaters. So it's another undead ghoul looking thing and a gigantic ghoul and these ghoul bats and more ghouls and a ghoul with a drum. Even in death, he's still trying to keep the beat. And then this ghoul looking all like, I'm flexing on this rock here. And then we've got the terrain. We've got this Stargate. We've got a tree house. We've got a tree house built upon the Stargate. We got this wonderful looking thing where it spits out things to feed this pit. That's just nightmare fuel right there. Another book, some audio books, another book, and I think that's Spanish. The Dear Fall von Cadia, that's, I want to say German. Dear Craig und Dinch, yeah, that's German. Another book in German. Painting classes and lore classes at your Games Workshop. So if you're lucky enough to live near a Games Workshop, this is all contests you can take apart and stuff like that. So there you go. That's the Games Workshop stuff this week. Happy anniversary, Games Workshop store, which is not the same as the Games Workshop store, the Warhammer Workshop store, and the Games Workshop store. But I'm going to assume that the Games Workshop stores are going to also be celebrating what the Warhammer store is. I think the Warhammer store is just a bigger version of the Games Workshop store, and they might have one or two, so it's more like, you know, like a tourist destination Games Workshop as opposed to just the Games Workshop in the strip mall like most cities have. There you go. Hey, it's RPG Grandma. That's it for today. If you appreciate me doing this every week, let me know. If you never want to see me do this again, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please support me by buying my merch. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. I'll talk to you later.